back to On the Shelf Gaming, the only show on the internet where you can safely say that it's a joyous day today.
I agree. Let's get in the mines.
Yeah! We yearn for them.
Just like children. That's why everybody who works there under us is a child, as God intended.
God, so when's Shelfcraft 2024? Or I guess probably 2025 now.
It's funny that you bring that up. I was literally talking to Ian about that, like, yesterday or the day before.
Oh, yeah?
About how I have to get it done, like, tomorrow. Because Shelfcraft 2024 time is running out.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, if it gets to 2025, Shelfcraft 2024 is still coming. But we still don't even know exactly what we're gonna do. So
I know, it's because, and I remember, I remember you talking to Crandon about that in an episode. I forget what, but you remember you talking to Crandon about Minecraft or Shelfcraft 2024, and how we couldn't figure out what to do because you're like, oh yeah, we're all gonna have different ideas, and knowing Sacred is gonna want to do something stupid and complicated.
yeah,
which is not unfair.
No, it's not. Honestly, at this point, I really think the plan literally, even though it's kind of played out, but it was played out like 10 years ago, so maybe it's not played out anymore. Maybe it's just nostalgic.
Right.
Is just do a fucking Minecraft hardcore.
Just do a hardcore survival thing. I mean, yeah, if that's what it takes, like...
And then if there's good reception to Shelfcraft 2024, maybe we'll do something a little more complicated during Shelfcraft 2025.
Right. Well, you know, because my idea, and granted, this would have to be... the problem is this would have to take a recording day away from you and Crandon. Well, I guess it's not, because we're recording. But the way I figured is we do like a hardcore thing, and since we keep calling it Shelfcraft 2024, we literally just record Minecraft for as long as we go. And you know, we just play like 11 hours of Minecraft and accomplish whatever goals we set for ourselves. Maybe we die, maybe we don't, who fucking knows. But I was thinking, like, maybe that's what we do. Shelfcraft 2024, literally just 11 hours of us playing Minecraft, and then next year we'll do it again with a different set of goals. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. We'll iron out the details and get it all figured out and have it released hot to your subscription box sometime in 2024, probably.
Yeah. I don't know. Is Shelfcraft 2024 even, like, enticing?
Probably to somebody.
Yeah, I would hope so. I don't know.
In the comments, Sacred, comment about how you want Shelfcraft 2024.
I don't know. I still watch Minecraft stuff occasionally, but the landscape of Minecraft YouTube has changed so much.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's basically all...
Shit, I forgot about everybody's birthday.
That's fine.
No one important has had a birthday.
You're not going to romance those guys. They're not pretty ladies.
Yeah, not until the 14th of summer.
Hell yeah. Oh, but it's almost the spring festival. The only festival in the game currently.
Hell yeah! Can't wait! We're going to be the hottest cat girl there.
Hell yeah, it is good though. Save up some money because they sell like 4 different gifts that are just universally liked.
Hell yeah. Let's save. Speaking of saving things.
But no, like no one's just doing regular Let's Plays anymore. Or like even hardcore ones, you know, they're not like hardcore series. It's just like, or I mean they are, but they aren't. It's weird. The big thing a lot of people do is they'll put on mod packs to like completely change the game.
Right.
And they'll be like, oh, I survived 100 days on a fucking dinosaur island in hardcore Minecraft. And I'm like, I like watching those videos, but I don't think I want to make a 100-day survival thing.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. It's just not my vibe of what I want to make.
I think because we've talked about doing Minecraft since like before On the Shelf Gaming was even a fucking thing.
Right.
Like we talked about doing it on fucking
when you're talking
Shaft plays.
When you're talking about doing Let's Plays, you can't not talk about Minecraft.
Exactly. And it's like we've gone back and forth on it for almost a decade at this point. And at this point it's like, fuck it, man. We'll just do something. It'll be easy, it'll be dirty. You know, maybe it'll go well, maybe it won't. But the important thing is we'll have done it. And then we'll fucking kill ourselves if it doesn't work out.
Yeah! I don't know.
First, obviously.
Yeah, right. Just test the waters.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta wait just like, hold on, maybe give it like one more day.
It's like he told me he'd respond on Twitter from Beyond the Grave, just like he always does whenever he does that.
I don't know. Well, and another thing with like Minecraft is like part of me is just like is that because like we kept talking about how we want to do more crossover stuff, like play with other channels, like Ian and Casey have already like been on the Shelf Gaming. You're about to do an. I'm sure Bowser's Fury is dropped by now. If it hasn't, you're
hopefully.
lazy as fuck.
I'm not lazy. I'm just oppressed. Totally different.
Well, then watch you hanging out with your bro Ian. That'll make you feel better. Anyway. It's like, okay.
Bro,
well,
when you say it like that, it sounds a little bit offensive to say it exactly the way you did. Like maybe your feelings are hurt that I like spending time with my other friends too.
No?
I don't know, bro.
If I had an issue with the fact that you were hanging out with Ian and Casey, I'd probably make a bit more of a stink about the fact that you're moving to Virginia.
Yeah, but you also want to be a martyr though, bro, so...
Anyway, like, we want to do crossover stuff with other channels, and it's just like, well, damn, do we just organize, like, a big crossover thing? Like a Minecraft survival challenge?
That might literally be exactly the thing, actually.
Right, well, because, that's not a bad idea, and, like, that back in the day, that's what a ton of channels did. Yeah. I was almost part of one back in the before times. Before even Shaft Plays, which doesn't exist anymore, and it never did, because this is the first thing we've ever done.
Yeah. I've never even heard of Let's Plays before whatever day we started last year.
I had my own channel that I was going to do, like, movie and, like, anime reviews, but before I figured out how to do that, I was just like, fuck it, I want to make Let's Play videos, just so I had something to do. This was when you could still go on to, like, r/Let's Play or, like, other circles, and, like, join crossover things or like big multi-person collabs, and I got into a Minecraft thing where it was going to be like this big, you get paired off into teams, and it was going to be like this big survival games type challenge. Well, I didn't get to do it because it was like at 10 a.m. Well, I was at that point in my life, I was so bad at waking up early, like any remotely time early. I was noon every night. Noon every day. And so I said, okay.
Noon. The nighttime one was when I got up from bed.
It's like, okay, I don't want to run the risk of missing it, so I just stayed up that whole night, and then I fell asleep like right before the start time. And I was so pissed because I woke up to like 17 different messages from all the moderators and people running the thing, like, hey, you coming? And I'm like, it was like 4 hours after the start, and I was just like, guys, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep. I hope it was fucking great.
You're better than me. I just blocked them all.
Well, because I was hoping there was still like something to salvage there.
That's fair.
Bro, it's Friday night at the end. What are you doing?
Oh shit, it is!
I said, why do you think everyone's here? Oh, I mean, not everyone's here yet.
Ooh.
Ooh, they beefing over wine.
Very dry. Kind of like my vagina when I look at your ugly bitch face!
Whoa, ladies, there's enough Kylie to go around.
I was talking to you, Kylita.
Oh, damn, that kind of did it for me, though. Check again, I ain't so dry right now.
How the fuck would I ask anything for you? You're mean. Child labor? Oh wait, you're grown, I guess.
Yeah, she's an adult woman.
I just thought you were one of the children. I thought you were that girl up there. Does that make me racist?
Maybe a little bit. Like, I know they're sisters, but they don't look all that alike. So...
Well, it's not even really because they look alike. It's because she's a black girl that I thought was short, like the child sprites.
And really, the child sprites look a lot like everyone else's sprites.
Cheese and potatoes!
We're gonna drug him!
Yeah? Warm beer? Ugh.
My shit sleeps like a baby after he goes to bed pissed, so we served him warm beer.
I'm sure there's plenty of beers that you drink warm, because people that drink are weird, but couldn't be me.
Oh, I think they're still waiting on one of their players to start D&D.
I'm here!
Oh, there he is.
Hello!
Late for the card table, as usual, I see.
Oh my.
She blushed because she's so close.
I was gonna say, did she blush because we just grabbed her ass? Four of a kind! If he wins all my money, he uses it to buy me alcohol, so...
Win-win, really. I was gonna do that anyway.
And if I want all your money, I'd also use it to buy me alcohol. Somebody say dealing? Wait, did somebody say Full House? My favorite TV show from the late 80s and early 90s? I love that show. Who's your favorite character? Personally, I was always a big fan of Stephanie. She really reminded me a lot of myself for some reason. I can't imagine why. But, have you seen her now? Like, her bazongas are fucking huge. Holy shit.
Are you still talking about Full House?
Yeah, it's my favorite show. Do you like Mary Kate or Ashley Olsen? Personally, I always thought Ashley was kind of a shit actress, but, you know, Mary Kate mostly held it down, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But, I mean, honestly, though, if John Stamos wasn't there to carry them through, like, almost every scene, there's no way that they would ever have amounted to anything. Anyway, do you want to sing the theme song? No, please, no. Anywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Please leave. Please. There's a face of somebody who needs you. Man, can't believe Uncle Jesse wrote that song all on his own. I mean, John Stamos. John Stamos, who played Uncle Jesse, who was definitely not the same person. I definitely knew that before 15 minutes ago.
I definitely don't like to pretend that he's my uncle.
Yeah, not like my real uncle. With all the horrible, horrible things that he did. Like, make me eat broccoli! That fucking asshole! Uncle John Stamos would never do that!
Hey, D&D.
Oh, hi. Can I play? What do you mean I can't? What do you mean I can't have my character based on Aunt Becky? The fuck is wrong with you people? What do you mean I can't play Aunt Becky specifically when she was pregnant? That was when she was her hottest. Did you see that, lady? Holy shit! God, but I wouldn't have given to be one of those twins just hanging out up in there. God, you know, I can get that far in there, though. Not to Aunt Becky. She has a restraining order. Fine, you give me John Stamos and I'll fucking crawl up there. All the way up his pussy. You know he's a guy, right? He's a what? Unacceptable! God, my life is ruined. I'm getting out of this horrible place. Oh God! It's the Wambulance! No! They found me! I won't go back to the joints! Joints. God, I love my Weed Farm brand joints. I only get them straight from the weed farm and they put me right to sleep. Ah. Another day of being Kylina complete. Emphasis on the cum. John Stamos and Aunt Becky, am I right? God, just thinking about it makes me flood. Oh, God. I think I caused the biblical flood right now. I'm sorry. Blame John Stamos and Aunt Becky. What was her name? I don't know.
So, did we tell a single joke anywhere in there?
Define jokes.
Something funny.
Yes, everything. The whole goddamn thing was hilarious. When future me watches that back, I'm gonna be busting a fucking gut.
God.
Even just thinking about it.
Just thinking about how funny we are yelling about John Stamos and pregnant Aunt Becky.
God. Where do you stand on pregnant women, Sacred?
The fuck's that supposed to mean?
Just
Like as a concept?
Just answer the question.
Well, first of all, I don't stand on them. That'd be very bad for the baby.
God damn it, you stole my joke!
I knew you were gonna go for something like that!
Okay, so backtracking, now that the joke is fucking ruined, but it was also funny because it was still told. No, specifically on, like, the attractiveness of pregnant women.
I mean, I don't find pregnant women, like, any more inherently attractive than, like, a non-pregnant woman. But a pregnant woman doesn't, like... Suddenly it's like, oh, you're a fucking cow.
That's fair. I would also agree. I think that women, when they're pregnant, are roughly equally as attractive.
Right.
As when they're not pregnant. Granted, I've never, like, been with a pregnant woman, so who's to say?
Right.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I don't know where to go.
Uptown.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Uptown.
I need food.
Give it to
Man, remember that time that Kylita met Bruno Mars?
And she asked the age-old question, are you his gay?
Where do you think the question came from? Does Bruno Mars is gay? And that ain't just some shit that magicked its way onto the internet. Somebody had to Google that shit first, and who was it? Have we been here before?
Yeah, it's the Saturday market. It's every Saturday.
Oh.
Can you keep the fuck up for once?
No! You know how long it's been since we played this fucking game?
Admittedly, it's been like a month.
Yeah.
I'm pumped to play it again, because like, I have stopped playing it just because I'm running out of stuff. Anyone want an acorn? I'm like running out of stuff like that's still in the game, and I don't want to fucking just steamroll through it and get 3 years in before the next update.
Well, and especially because when they do the updates, they're not dropping like crazy amounts of content. It doesn't seem like.
Right. It's mostly been small patch fixes for now, with like a few like things sprinkled in.
And so it's like you
really
want to hold firm until something like real legit comes out.
Right.
Because that's the problem a lot of people have. And like obviously it is different depending on the game.
Right.
Because like with a bunch of the main Baldur's Gate 3 patches, they changed a bunch of shit.
Right.
And like added new content that was worth going out of your way specifically to see. But the game is also just like, I mean, it's not literally infinitely replayable, but I still haven't beaten it, and I've played
hundreds of hours of it.
Yeah.
I'm in the same fucking
But bunch of characters have made it to Act 2. I think 3 or 4 characters that made it to Act 3. So
right. I've never even seen Act 3.
That's true.
Well, it's so because I love making new characters and like starting these playthroughs, but like the symptom of doing that is I'm just so tired of Act 1.
I know, and it sucks because Act 1 is super duper fucking good.
There's so much shit in it.
It's so amazingly good. But I'm like, I feel compelled to redo everything every time.
Same.
Because like the first character I had that made it to Act 3 was probably like my 5th or 6th character. And with this character, I didn't do fucking anything.
Right. Didn't you say you hadn't even met Karlach yet? I remember you said you like made it to a point where
I made it to the end of Act 2, and it was like, you're not going to be able to turn around again. And I was like, oh shit, I should go deal
with Will's devil problem.
Right. And then she was a fucking partner.
Yeah.
And I never met Gale at all.
Wait, really? You just left him in the fucking rock?
I didn't even know he existed.
But he'll perish without you.
He perished like nobody's fucking business, I can assure you. Because I didn't even know about him. Like, that's not true. I knew he existed, but I wasn't sure like when he came in.
Right.
And he continued to not come in. But I knew there was like even 1 or 2 companions from Act 3, and so I was like, oh, he'll probably be here
An Act
somewhere.
3 companion.
And then he wasn't. I accidentally found him some other time.
Like, does he get out of the stone without you, or does he just fucking die if you don't pick him up in Act 1?
If you don't
does he just
save
explode
Gale
somewhere?
He explodes in the hole. And that's why it doesn't like vaporize half of fucking the Sword Coast.
Right.
But yeah, if you don't save Gale, he doesn't come with you. I don't know what happens if you don't recruit Will. If you don't recruit Karlak, I guess she probably just dies also.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
The only person I think... No, I think 2 people show up later if you don't recruit them at their original recruitment spot. And it's Shadowheart, who I think you get like 3 or 4 opportunities to recruit.
Right, because if you don't pick her up at the beach, you'll see her again at the Grove.
Yeah. And Lae'zel... and there ain't anything here for me. I'm going home and going to sleep. Lae'zel, you meet her where you meet the other...
Githyanki.
Yeah. But she's dead already.
Right.
But you can still, like, revive her and she'll join your party then or whatever. Man, I was reading stuff, and obviously, because Lae'zel is, like, an uber bitch.
Right.
But, like, I was... And I've seen people say this, but this person just had a really, really long thing about it on Twitter probably the other day. Because they were like, you know, people hate Lae'zel because they're like, she's such a bitch. But it's like, okay, so she has been taught all her life that the Mind Flayers, they're the ultimate evil, which is true.
Right.
It's our girlfriend!
Leaving us alone!
I love you! Marry me? She's coming closer, that means yes. Oh.
It's a spring festival!
The spring festival, you know what kind of things happen in spring?
Babies get made!
Yeah, and you know how that happens? Please explain it to me, I'm really not certain.
No one ever told me. Anything for you, Celine.
Obviously.
Oh, damn, alright. I didn't realize that was a relationship. But now I'm wet, it's not just because of the rain. High five, Kylita. Woo!
We did it. Oh, wait, please teach me. Teach me everything you know.
You're gonna be lousy with them, dude. I thought it was gonna be way more annoying to find them. Just do shit and you'll get them.
Hell yeah.
And then just hold on to them, and then the day before, either the day before or like the morning of, she comes and it's like, hey, so I'll just take all you got.
Ah, hell yeah. But anyway,
Yeah,
now
finish
that
your thought, and then
now that her
end the
girlfriend's
episode.
gone. But like with Lae'zel, she's like, okay, so she got captured by the ultimate evil, got a fucking Mind Flayer worm put in her eye.
Right.
And despite the fact that she's not even really supposed to, out of what is essentially just the kindness of her heart, she's like, hey, you also did, so I'm bringing you with me.
Right.
Because this machine that we built, this is the only thing that can save both of our lives.
Right.
And you're just constantly not listening to her. When it's like, obviously, well, I won't get too into details, but like, we know that other options are out there.
Right.
But as far as she's concerned, she's literally been taught by functionally a god that
If
their
this
thing is the
happens,
thing.
Yeah.
If you don't get to the thing, you do turn into a Mind Flayer. And that's just that.
Yeah.
And so we're dicking around all over the fucking place.
Saving a bunch of tiefling refugees, going to fight a hag, like...
And she's just like, can we get a move on to being saved? You know, there's like no fucking time. And when we start to turn, before we get saved and we have to like talk her out of killing us, because we're like the leader of the party, she does us the courtesy of killing us first.
Right.
And she's gonna kill herself last. It's like, what if she turned before she got the chance to? That's the worst possible thing. If you turn into a Mind Flayer, your soul is destroyed.
Yeah, no part of you still exists.
And like, sure, the Mind Flayer still remembers all your memories and it thinks that it's you, but it's not.
Yeah.
And it looked kind of like they had retconned that because it's a D&D thing.
Right.
But in one of the endings where somebody turns into a Mind Flayer,
Yeah, not saying
they don't immediately stop acting like themselves. They're still like identical. Well, then later on in a patch they added like an epilogue.
who. Right.
And now if that person turns into a mind flayer, they still show up in the epilogue, but they're acting less like them and more like a mind flayer.
Right.
And so it's like, oh no. Like, they were fucking right all along.
That's not them anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't an instantaneous process, but it wasn't them. And so it's like, damn, Lae'zel really did us a solid, especially when you compare her to everybody else of her species.
Right.
Because they're all the worst.
Yeah, best say they are what we think Lae'zel is. But no, Lae'zel is just fucking terrified, and for good reason.
Oh yeah, if I was gonna turn into a mind flayer,
I'd kill myself. I'm not
Absolutely.
waiting. I'm not waiting
Yeah,
to see if there's a cure.
yeah, when Nettie fucking is like, drink this poison, but oh thank God.
One quick glug and I'm done. Speaking of done, next time again.
More Full House.